Hi guys, it's Friday, and this is the Stack of Pancakes channel. I'm Michaela. If you just tuned in, if you've been watching my videos, then you already knew that. So, I took a week off last week, so I should have 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about, but I don't. I didn't do anything. Let's see. Work has been like super busy, so, this past week. I guess the warm weather was really nice and people went out with their animals and either noticed injury or an injury occurred because a lot of cats and dogs needed surgery this week. I didn't leave work at all on time this week, so basically I just came home and done nothing other than my recent adventure, which is Super Mario Brothers for the Wii. If you haven't gotten it, you should get it, or you should at least play it, because it's really cool. You both can play on the same screen at the same time, and I mean, sometimes you hit each other and cause each other to die a lot, but it's really fun either way. And currently I keep dying. I'm at Bowser's Castle, and there's a checkpoint at the very end right before you go into the room that Bowser is in. So I would get to that checkpoint, because getting to that checkpoint really isn't that hard. It's just that once you get there, it gets really difficult. So I keep dying. What happens is, you fight Bowser, and Bowser's really easy to beat. And so you beat him, and the bridge falls out from under him, and you're really excited, and then you realize, oh crap. Here comes Ultimate Bowser, like super awesome, incredible Hulk-sized Bowser, and he's mad. I mean, he's like really mad. And he's shooting these huge fireballs at you, and you're trying to maneuver around the fireballs, but you're suspended in the air, and you're trying not to fall out of the little thing that you're in, and then the only way to run from him is to wait until his fireballs hit the correct spot for you to go away, so that it can bust out the wall. And it bases on where you're standing, and it's crazy. It's nonsense. And all this time you've got fireballs shooting at you and Bowser behind you, like clawing at you and breaking stuff, and it's freaking insane. So you keep dying. But props to the people who created the game, because, I mean, it's fun. So yay, there's that. Also, Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2 is out. I don't know if you know what that means. Dragon Age is an RPG, and if you haven't, the first one is called Dragon Age Origins, and if you haven't played it, you should. It's a true RPG, though, so if you get bored with that type of game, then you'll definitely get bored with this. A lot of people get bored with it in the very beginning, because the beginning is kind of slow, but once you get going, it's a really good game, so you should do that. That's all I have to say about gaming. Let's do a movie. I watched Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter is Dead last night, which is like this 1991 flick, where Christina Applegate's character, their babysitter dies, and she's the oldest, and she pretends to be somebody that she's not, and she goes out and gets this really good job, and, everything blows up in her face at the end, sort of, not technically. Anyway, it's a really good movie, so I watched that last night. And I've been talking about it for a while because I hadn't seen it in forever, and it was actually on TV last night, so I watched it. So that's something about movies. Music. I recently added a new song to my iPod. It's an Amure song, so I don't remember the name of it. I could get my iPod out and look. It's in my purse. I need to do a What's in My Purse video. Anyway, none of that is relevant. This week, I went to 7-Eleven, and the girl ringing me up had a Band-Aid, a little circular Band-Aid right there, obviously covering up a piercing. And I realized as I was leaving that Band-Aid really annoyed me more than a piercing would have. Like, I would be more comfortable if there was a piercing there instead of the Band-Aid, because Band-Aids are dirty. Anyway, so if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, you don't. But I don't understand why certain professions you can't look a certain way. I mean, you wouldn't ask someone to cover up their acne because it's not attractive to the common eye. And if people find a piercing offensive, then I find their face offensive. That was bad. Scratch that. I just think that it's not right, because that's how a person decides to look. It's like condemning someone for their hair color or what makeup they choose. Anyway, I understand, like, maybe for, like, safety reasons my doctors wouldn't wear them or whatever, but, like, if you're ringing someone up at the mall or a gas station or you work at Walmart or whatever, I don't see why it's bad for you to have visible tattoos or piercings. I think that, you know, that's who you are. So I think it's stupid. So if you are watching this and you're part of one of those big companies and you can change something, then do that. Which that's not going to make a difference. But I'm sure that a lot of people will agree with me on that. So that's how I feel about that. I don't really have much else to talk about, so now I'm going to talk about other people's videos, because I'm Friday, and I feel like I should wrap the week up. I said that before, but I really think I should. Adam, I miss you. You've had a rough couple of weeks, and we miss you, so hurry back. I don't even get to talk to you on Facebook anymore, so I miss you. And let's see. Oh, Kayla. Kayla had mentioned something that happened to me as well as her. Kayla discovered this week that she was Jewish because she gave up Skittles. That's a good song title. I gave up Skittles, so I'm Jewish. Anyway, my mother apparently did not know that about the religious beliefs of my cousins, and so she informed me that Kayla was Jewish, and I said, Mother, why? And she was like, well, you know, Kayla gave up Skittles, so she's practicing Lent, and that's Jewish. And I'm like, no, it's not, Mom, it's Christian. So I don't really, although I don't really see Kayla as, you know, Jewish. I don't know why. It's not that she couldn't be, it's just that I don't see Kayla as Jewish. But she did take this really cool flowchart religious thing that one of our friends posted on Facebook, and it did say she was Jewish, so that's kind of cool. I think I took it and got Buddhist, or Buddhism, and I don't really know that I could be Buddhist. I don't really believe in denominations necessarily. Oh, speaking of that, non-denominational. It's a denomination itself. It doesn't need non-denominational as the title. It needs whatever you guys decide to call it. Non-denominational is a denomination. I don't think denominations are correct. So it doesn't really, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And I can probably list 10,000 reasons why, but that could get into a lot of length, and I don't really want to. It's just that, how can you start a denomination called non-denominational to get away from the denominations, but still teach certain doctrines and not truly be non-denominational? Because if that was the case, you probably would not have church at the same religious time as everyone else, and you would be just different. Just saying. Temples are open like all the time, so technically if you're non-denominational, then your church would be open all the time, and there would be a priest there, because Catholic people are priests. I mean, you could be completely unbiased, so that's, you know, odd. Non-denominational is a denomination. I'm just going to go with that. That's my take on that. I've talked about movies and music, and I haven't talked about books. Oh, and I didn't finish. Olivia, your New York trip, that sounds really exciting, but not so fun on a bus. So I hope you make it there. Wonderful, and in at least 2 pieces. And I hope you do an awesome job at your concert, because I think that's really cool that you can sing, because I can't. And Hope, I really like the idea of doing a tutorial channel. I really enjoyed your hair, tutorial challenge. I really enjoyed your hair video, because I've always wanted to do a makeup and hair, like, tutorial channel, but I don't want to make the commitment, like, by myself. I think that variety would be good, so I always wanted to have one of those, but I guess, you know, I don't know. I don't want to commit to it by myself, because I don't know how good I would be at it by myself. So I think that's a really good challenge if everyone else wants to do it. I guess we'll find out Monday. So let's see. That's that. I've talked about pretty much everything that I could possibly talk about. That was added for comical effect. I hope it made you laugh. I really don't have anything else to say, so I'm probably just gonna stop the video because I kind of look crazy sitting here rocking back and forth trying to think of something in my head, obviously. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you totally should. And if you haven't liked this channel, you definitely should. I think you like the videos, actually, so like those and this one. Not that I talked about anything in particular. Oh, what's that lady's name? Elizabeth Taylor passed away, and apparently now there's this story that she released back in 1997 to some reporter and said not to report this until after I die, about a conversation you had with James Dean about him being molested. He's dead too, so can't you just leave the people alone? That's my take on that. And apparently there's a bunch of protests going on in Syria. I don't know, it doesn't really, I guess, affect me, because I don't necessarily believe that when they're fighting over in the Middle East, the world's going to end, so. Yep, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go now, because I'm just rambling, and I need to go be Bowser. So, bye guys!